Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Marketing Podcast, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Tracy Valencia on the line, and she's Director of Paid Media over at MWI. Tracy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, and excited to have you on the show. I'm excited to get into today's topic. We're going to talk about Google Ads and what business owners need to know. But before we do that, I do want to go a little bit further into what you're doing over at MWI. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Of course, definitely. So I'm the Director of Paid Media, as you said. MWI, we are a global digital marketing agency. We have offices all over the United States. I'm actually located here in Arizona, so we got lots of sunshine going on. And we also have offices in Hong Kong, China, Singapore, some stuff in the UK. And really, I mean, we work with all different companies, all different clients, and anything from PR to Google Ads, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We do a lot of SEO, web design. So we've kind of anything that you might need, we can definitely help you find out the solution for that.
It's awesome. And that's, well, what we need to know today, Tracy, is we need to know more about Google Ads. So let's just jump right into this. A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, executives listening to this, some maybe have used Google Ads, maybe some have not, maybe some are expert. Where do you want to start with this one?
Of course, definitely. Yeah, Google Ads, that's really my bread and butter. I mean, that's really where I got my start with digital advertising is with Google Ads. And one of the biggest things that I have learned over my time of working in Google Ads is having a plan, knowing exactly what you're going to be focusing on, knowing what your end goal is. Is it digital downloads? Is it, brochure downloads? Are you trying to get leads to your business? Are you trying to actually get people to buy your product? Having that knowledge and knowing what the end goal is going to be the biggest opportunity for you. And then being able to collaborate with somebody who can help you to reach that end goal is the second most important thing. Knowing, here at MWI, we will work with you to define what those goals are. Every business, some may have what we call more of that soft goal, where it's just getting somebody to kind of download that form, that brochure that you've got going. Other people may have, 3, 4, 5 different goals that they want people to complete when they come to their website.
So what, let's talk to those small business owners for a little bit now. So some of those that are listening and they're thinking about, should they be using Google Ads? Like what kind of budget do they need to have? And I know this is going to change, by the way, from person to person, from company to company, size, all that stuff changes. But let's talk to some of those solopreneurs out there. Should solopreneurs be out there kind of trying to do Google Ads too? Is it too competitive? Is it not? I mean, give us a little bit of a flavor for like where the barrier of entry is, do you think, for Google Ads? Definitely.
I feel every business owner could have some opportunity inside Google Ads. No matter what size business you have, there is opportunity for you. So whether it be just trying to brand yourself and get people to recognize who you are with some display campaigns and sending people to your website to help grow it, from anybody who's out there searching for your service. So there is an opportunity everywhere in Google Ads for whatever your needs are.
And so I don't want to assume that, everybody listening kind of understands how they function. So obviously we're on the, this is audio. We're not doing a webinar right now. We have limited time, but can you just give us a flavor on what it looks like to set up a Google Ads campaign?
So yeah, that can kind of bring me to kind of a geeking out moment.
I love it. I'm in. I was trying to pull it out of you, Tracy. I knew I'd get it.
So setting up the campaign is the most important. That's the most important thing inside the actual Google Ads account. some people, I get people that joke all the time that say, oh, I can do this. It's so easy. I just go in there and create a campaign, throw some keywords in, create a few ads, and then boom, run it, and I'll get
like magic.
Yeah, it's just magic. Unfortunately, though, there's a strategy. You have to be able to know there's so much inside the account that you can use to actually make the performance better, which is why I say when it comes down to geeking out, because just throwing in some keywords and saying, great, let's just run these keywords and I'm going to get leads. No, that's not going to work for you. You have to know, you've got to be able to know, okay, I've got 5 different service lines in my business. I need to have 5 different campaigns set up, and all of the keywords that are inside these campaigns, inside these ad groups, everything has to align. And then your ads even have to align with those different service lines. Same thing with where you're sending your ads to. You can't just send everybody to your home page, because that may not have necessarily been what they were trying to achieve. They had a specific thing in mind they were trying to get to, and so now you got to send that ad to the right place on your website so that they're going to convert. Otherwise, if you send them.
So I'm sure that you've gotten quite a few people that have come to you after trying to do it themselves, and based off of that, I know there's going to be very varying answers to this question. But I know as long as you've been in the business too, that certain themes tend to arise. Where do you find most people kind of make those beginner mistakes most often? That you're just like, oh, I know what's up here. When they bring you a campaign, they want you to quote unquote fix.
A lot of that is the different keyword match types is what we call them. So when it comes down to your match types, most people don't realize that you can use different variations to decide how you want your ad to be shown to people. So we're just going to take, for example, like air conditioning. If you were to tell Google, a broad match keyword of air conditioning, and you set it up in your campaign, just broad match like that, your ads could show for anything as long as air conditioning is in that term. So it could show up for, I need an air conditioning tune-up, or it could show up for, I need an air conditioning, a brand new air conditioner. So your ad's showing up, and if you're not using the right match types there, and then your ads don't match those match types, I know that gets a little confusing.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. This is a marketing podcast. I get it, and I've done that, by the way. So I'm like cringing on the other side, like, yep, been there, done that.
Oh yeah, and and then when your user gets to your website, if they were actually needing a new air conditioning unit versus just a tune-up on it or a service on it, now they're kind of frustrated because they got to your site. You don't provide brand new services, brand new units maybe. They get to your site and they're like, oh, this isn't what I need, and it bounce, and now they don't convert. Versus if you tighten up those keywords, you can really drive in the right traffic to your website. So it's the keyword use. Yep.
Get them, Tracy. I love this. So that being said, final question is a 2-part question, Tracy. So first off, if a business owner or a business is listening to this right now and they're thinking, I might need to connect with Tracy to learn more, what are the types of businesses and or niches that are usually a good fit for MWI, number one? And number two, what's the best way for them to reach out to connect with you and your team?
Definitely. We work with a lot of e-commerce. So I spend a lot of time doing a lot of e-commerce with the Google Shopping platform, and then a lot of work with kind of a lot of the air conditioning services, solar services, senior living facilities. What else we're all over the board. So right now we're kind of working on some AI platforms. Lots of things coming in. So but they can reach out to us. They can either reach out to me directly at tracy@mwi.com, or they can even go to our website, which is mwi.com.
Fantastic. Well, Tracy, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about all the great things you're doing over at MWI and Google Ads. So this is a great episode. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review in the Apple iTunes store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. I'd love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Tracy, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.